Welcome to this video. Today we are talking about food and its preservation. We are talking about food and its preservation as a part of EVS. Foodstuff has life. All foodstuffs have life of their own. We get most of our food from plant products. As plants are living beings, the flowers, the fruits, the leaves of the plant are also living beings. So they have their own lifetime. That is, the flower grows old and dies. The fruit grows old and dies, just like any other living being. Also, the food that we cook by using the plant products, or maybe meat or egg or whatever, also decays after some time. Decay means they undergo a chemical reaction in the presence of air and water and they become spoiled or not fit for consumption, not fit for eating. That is why we say we should eat freshly cooked food. It is not good to cook the food early in the morning at 7 o'clock and have it at late in the evening at 7 o'clock in the night. We should eat freshly cooked food. Now, food kept in refrigerator or reheated is not always as good as freshly cooked food. Freshly cooked food is better than fridge in the refrigerator or the food reheated in a microwave. What do we say, or why do we say food is getting spoiled? We say food gets spoiled because the color changes, the smell changes, the taste changes, and its quality changes, the properties changes. When the quality of the food changes, when we eat, when it goes and mixes with saliva, then goes to stomach and mixes with digestive juice, the type of energy it gives, the way in which it breaks down into particles fit for absorption by the body changes. And because of this chemical change, our stomach might get upset, we might get sick. So when we eat spoiled food, it may cause illness. So that is why, because of the chemical reaction, because food gets spoiled, we are saying we should have fresh food and not old food. What is the effect of weather on food? Pluck a raw or a ripe mango from the tree. Leave it for a few days. As it ripens, it gives a good flavored smell. You know, today a jackfruit in the home is ripening. You know, the mango is today riper than what it was yesterday. As it ripens, it gives a good smell. Also, the taste of the raw mango is sour. The taste of a ripe mango is sweet. It gives a different taste. So the smell changes, the taste changes. When you try to hold a raw mango, it is hard. When you try to hold a ripened mango, it is soft. If an adult is trying to squeeze a mango, you can do it. Likewise, different types of mango have different taste. Different types of mango have different smell. Different types of mangoes have different lifespan. It ripens over 1 week or 15 days or 1 month. And then it gets spoiled over 15 days or 1 month, like that. So, after a few days, the ripened mango rots, gives a foul smell, and then it starts drying up. This is about a raw or a ripe mango. If you get a cooked food, take a bread, a roti or an English bread or something, and leave it on a table. Because in the atmosphere, in the air, there is water vapor also. The air and water vapor in the atmosphere reacts on the bread. In the first few days, you will see 1 or 2 black colored dots, and then after a few days, you will find many. After a week or so, it will be completely black. Why? Because fungus is formed. Fungus is a type of microbe. It's a type of microbe that gets formed on the food because it gets spoiled. So over a period of time, the chemicals in the food product react with the air and water, and it gets spoiled. Different weather conditions, different climate have different reaction on food. For example, in winter, normally fruits are lasting longer than in summer. So different weather conditions, different climate have different reaction. Likewise, banana will be ripened and get spoiled only after a week, while mango it will be for 15 days lifetime. Like that, different fruits or different vegetables have different lifetime. Onion can be kept in a dry place for a month. Potato can also be kept, but after a month you will find the buds in the potato starts growing. So this is the characteristics of different fruits or vegetables or food items. That is why in a packed food you look at the expiry date, you look at the manufacturing date to see how long it will last. For example, when you buy milk, you try to see whether this was yesterday's milk or 1 month old milk. Let us look at preservation of food. Farm produces are seasonal. You don't get mango round the year. You don't get bindi round the year. Certain vegetables and fruits are available only in certain seasons. Likewise, certain fruits and vegetables are available only in certain places. Not in every place you will have a mango tree or a jackfruit tree for that matter. So, because food is not available everywhere and because food is not available round the season, we try to preserve the food if they don't have natural long life. So as we have seen, potato and brinjal are not having the same life. Onion and plantain are not having the same life. So even if you keep in refrigerator, some vegetables get rot. R-O-T, rot. So man had discovered various means of preserving food. Why? Because if you are living in Middle East and if you don't have a mango tree and you cannot get a fresh mango from your tree every day, what will you do? You will try to buy from the market. When you try to buy from the market, what will happen? The mango has to come from, for example, Africa or Asia, somewhere it has to come. In which season will be the mango there? Mango is normally there in March, April, May, June season. In December, you normally don't get a mango. So what do? If you cannot fetch from another village, another country, and if you want a particular fruit, if you want to taste that, the way man try to do this is preserving. So if it is raw, you preserve it by drying or pickling. Pickling is putting it into salt water and oil. And then sometimes you add some spices. Drying is you dry it in the hot sun and then use it for cooking. If it is a ripe fruit, what you do? You try to make pulp or a squash or a jam for later use. So the raw fruit and the ripe fruit are preserved by man in different ways for using in a future day, because farm produces are seasonal and naturally they don't have very long shelf life. Now, you preserve food to use them while you are on a long journey also. So if you are going on a picnic and if you carry 2-3 things, what will you eat first? You will try to eat first the food which you think will get spoiled first. Then you will eat the food which has a longer lifetime. Then in the last you will eat the food that has the longest lifetime. So this is how you eat so that food doesn't get spoiled when you carry it from home when you go on a picnic. Now of the many types of preservation, one of the types is preparation of Mamidi Tandra. Mamidi Tandra, what do? We take a ripe mango fruit. We remove the skin and take the pulp out of it. We remove the fibers by passing it through the seed. And when we take this ripe mango fruit pulp paste, then we mix it with the jaggery and sugar and we mix it well. And then we spread it as a thin layer on a flat surface and leave it to dry in the sun. Next day, we prepare the same paste and add it as a layer on the top of yesterday's layer. Like this we do for a week. We keep on adding a layer of mango paste mixed with the jaggery and sugar. After a week, we stop adding layer and we let it dry in the sun. After a month, this sugar plus salt plus ripe mango paste mixture, the jelly, is dried and is as a layer it is available. This dry mango pulp jelly is called Mamidi Tandra. This is one way of storing ripe mango to make a sugar dish for long life. Like this, various food items are preserved by man in different ways. We have seen how we make jams and sauces. We have also read about making pickles or drying. For example, bitter gourd is dried and then fried later. Bindi or lady's finger is dried. Brinjal is dried and then used for making various dishes, curries and all. We also put pickles. We make a cucumber pickles. We make a mango pickles. We make lemon pickles. So we make a pickle by adding salt, water and sugar to the vegetable. So this is the way man preserves food, because food is seasonal and if you don't preserve, they have their own lifetime and they get spoiled or rot or decayed after a time of period because of the reaction of the air and water. Thanks for watching this video on EVS preservation of food.